Hello, 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 everybody. It's Melissa here with Crafty Max, and here's my honey. He's joining me, and we're going to go live on Facebook as well because I have peeps who's not on YouTube, and then I have people who's on YouTube and not on Facebook. So we're going to try to stream both of them, guys. How is everybody doing? Hey, Dawn, how are you doing, girl? Hope everybody's doing wonderful. Y'all say hello when you pop on here. Hello, hello, my friends. Guys, we have a very interesting discussion we're going to have today, and hopefully we can bring it into with what we're going to be talking about here with, what's pertaining to what we're doing in this day and age as well. Who knows? Gosh, I really need to start wearing my eyeliner. Sorry, guys, I'm just seeing myself.
Beautiful, honey.
Oh, my Lord Jesus. Hey, hey, hey. Now, I see we have 5 people on here. Let me know when you pop on, guys. Say hello because we don't see your comment. I'm getting ready to go live on Facebook, but I just wanted to say hello to my peeps here on YouTube land. Hello, friends. I see 8 people on here. I may have to take my glasses off so I can see.
See, I need mine.
Hey, Sherry, how are you? Hey, Beth, how are y'all doing? Hey, friends. Pop on, pop on. All right, now I'm going to go ahead and go live over here. 3, 2, 1. Hello, 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 everybody. It's Melissa here with Crafty Max. I'm over here live on YouTube as well. I thought we'd stream it in both places, like I was just telling the YouTube peeps that a lot of people don't have Facebook, believe it or not. People don't have Facebook. So, and then you guys aren't part of my YouTube channel, so we're going to try to do this again. And you see my honey. My honey's with me. Hello, friends. Hello. I should really have him sit here.
No, I'm more radio.
Hey, Linda. Hey, Grace from Texas. Hey, Nancy. How are you doing today? Hey, Deanna Barker. How are you? Friends, we have a lot to talk about today. We're chatting on both places. Today is Saturday afternoon chat. So we're going to, and I'm telling you what really started me off with this today, because I'm telling you, y'all, do y'all remember the live that I did on Facebook? And I was talking about the power of the pause and how that even relates to music. For my music people on here, y'all know. Hey, Deanna. Hey, Carol. Hey, Leslie. Robertson, how are you doing? Hey, Valerie McDonald, Virginia Prince. Hey, Sherry Perry, Catherine Roma, and Marty Pawnee over here on YouTube, and Beth. Hey, friends. Happy Saturday to y'all. Beth says, hi, Stuart.
Hey, Beth.
Hey, Teresa. How are you doing? Thelma Chavis. Hey, Barbara Marina. Liz Tedder. Thank you guys for popping on here with us. Now, one of the things I want to talk to y'all about, Kathy says, hi, Melissa and Stuart. Oh, thank you so much. Hey, Mary Jo, how are you doing? Mary Jo, I know I've told you before. I love the way you spell your name. Hey, Chris Hood. Hey, Gail Potts. How are y'all doing? Y'all, let's talk. Y'all remember when I was talking about the power of the pause? Well, I came across a quote by somebody, and let me see if y'all know who it is. Let's see if y'all can. Now, don't you be Googling. Don't you be Googling, all right? Don't be Googling. Hey, Alicia, how are you doing? But this person said, y'all, I've got notes like nobody's business today. I'm telling you. Hey, Bernadette, how are you? Hey, Teresa, Patricia, Zellen, how are you? Angelina Hollis, good afternoon. Just coming back from food shopping. Prices are crazy for me. Valerie, that is another discussion as well. I'm telling you, girl. Hey, Lori Smith. Hey, friends. Okay, now, this person said this. He who can no longer pause to wonder and stand wrapped in awe is as good as dead. His eyes are closed. Y'all, is that not a powerful statement? Holy moly, that's a powerful statement. Hey, Loretta, how are you doing, girlfriend? It is so powerful. It's your birthday, Colleen. Okay, friends, we got to sing. We got to sing happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dearest Colleen. Happy birthday to you, and many, many more. I don't have copyright that song. Happy birthday, girl. Oh, my Lord Jesus. But I'm going to tell you who said that, because it's very important that sometimes instead of reacting, because y'all know the situation, that I had with that the young woman with her baby and the older woman who got in front of her, and the Karen came out. Y'all heard the term the Karen, right? For whatever reason, we call these people Karens. It just drives me nuts. But anywho, this young woman got really upset, was saying some really not nice things to the other woman. I mean, it was to the point where, like I was telling y'all, I wanted to grab my iced coffee and just run out and take the chance of getting arrested because I didn't pay for my iced coffee. And you know how much I love my iced coffee. I'm telling you, it's a serious situation. We're doing fine, Loretta. Thank you, girlfriend. Hey, Sylvia. But, I mean, that situation was so, I don't want to say scary, stressful. Yeah. Really stressful when you're in a situation like that and you don't know how to respond. Y'all, now the woman that supposedly jumped in front of her, they both started going, and then of course the cashier stepped in and calmed everything down. But I'm thinking it because pausing is so important, especially in this day and age, y'all, because y'all know we are all like, I don't know, we have these little triggers, and right now it's like we all have short fuses. What the heck's going on, you know? Oh, Trina, thank you for the stars, guys. Thank you so much. Hey, Linda Harris Hicks, how are you? Hey, Melanie. Hey, Horse Crazy. How are you doing? Jerry, how are you doing, guys? I'm looking both places here. But the power of the pause, that's what I'm saying. Sometimes instead of immediately reacting, we've got to just calm down a little bit. Just calm down, dial it down some, you know.
Even God said, be still.
Be still and know. That's right. Yeah, be still and know.
I'm God. I mean, how many times in your life that your only option is sometimes to be still and humble yourself and ask God for wisdom?
Well,
we're not that.
That's exactly right, honey.
Answers.
I'm telling you guys, because like I was saying, we have short tempers sometimes, especially with uncertainties. When we are uncertain about something or we're going through things in life that is like scary, or we get stressed about, or we don't know what to do, so we're upset. Sometimes we just have to stop. Just stop and pause. I was talking about the pause, the power of the pause, friends. And I was even talking about making a sign that says the power of the pause, which is so important that now that we do that, because y'all guys, y'all know what's going on. I don't want to get into a whole bunch of politics, but Lord Jesus, I'm telling you. Hey, Linda, how are you doing, girl?
It's not really politics. It's just bad decisions.
It's just everything that's going on in our country. High gas prices, our food's going up. Somebody had just mentioned that they had just got back from the grocery store, and Lord have mercy. I mean, the prices are continue to go up, and y'all know I've been talking about this for a while now. Prices are going to continue to go up. Y'all heard about Colgate and the toothpaste. I already told y'all about that. But you're seeing what have you noticed, honey, in the grocery stores? The prices going up. Eggs?
Yes, eggs, bread,
meat.
Meat. Oh, yes.
I mean, when was the last time y'all had steak? Yeah. When was the last time y'all ate a steak? The steaks are expensive. We actually got some takeout yesterday from Lone Star, or is it Longhorn? Longhorn. Is it Longhorn? Longhorn. And the steaks are like $30 a piece.
Yeah.
$30 a piece, friends. Can y'all believe that? Happy anniversary, Ramona. Oh, it's so exciting, especially with all the road rage. JC, I'm telling you, it's so crazy. That sign definitely needs to be made. Pause. I love that. Oh, that's all it could say is just pause.
Even in Psalms 23, He leads me beside still waters. He restores our soul. I mean, there's times that we just need to be still. It's find your place that you can be still, because this world will snatch it from you.
That's right. And George, that's very good. He said, remember, he took 3 days when he could have saved himself on the cross. This is a good time to even talk about this, friends, because tomorrow is Easter. Tomorrow is Easter. they always talking about the first of the year and New Year resolutions and things like that. But you know what? During this time, think about the power of what happened around this time 2,000 years ago.
Yeah, exactly right.
And friends, what a better time to reflect on your life, uh, reflect on what somebody else did for us over 2,000 years ago, really lay down his life for us. That you talking about powerful. Now we can reflect on our own life right now. What can we do to make it better? What can we do to make it better? Guys, I wrote down some quotes. Y'all, I love these quotes. How many of y'all on here love quotes? Do y'all love quotes over here on YouTube land too? Hey guys, hey y'all now y'all need to be commenting over here too, okay? Because y'all are just listening, aren't you? You're just listening. I have 21 people over here, and I don't hear a peep out of you all. Hey Lorna, girl, how are you doing? Holy, yes, happy Holy Saturday. That's so right. The Lord will fight for you. You need only to be still.
That's right.
Be still and know. Meat and milk and other prices, yes, and other prices are outrageous. They are. They're crazy. We need to just wait and to see where the Lord leads. Sometimes life is simple. We get in the way of it.
Oh,
don't we get in the way of it?
We become now. We want now instead of we want it now. It's like instant food, instant movies, instant. Everything. Look at it.
Love quotes.
Netflix. Everything now.
That's exactly right. Let yourself so shine so that it can give light to another's darkness. Gosh, Catherine, I love that, girlfriend. I love that. You never know what people are going through. We all have had rough times, but we need to expect, once again, yes. Well, talking about this. Who was it that said that, though? Did anybody say who it was? Anita, hey, girl. Let me read it one more time. He who can no longer pause to wonder. Think about that. To wonder about what? Maybe to wonder why that young woman went off on the other woman because she got in front of her in the line. What was that woman going through? Sometimes we have to pause and ask ourselves these things. Another thing this person said, intellectuals solve problems. Geniuses prevent them. I love that. So you don't necessarily have to be an intellectual to be a genius.
No.
I love that, guys.
Problem solvers before they even get there.
We need to go back to simpler times like when we were growing up. Valerie, I wish we could. It is deep, isn't it, Anita? To wonder about anything important to them. I know, Loretta. Einstein, Alicia, girlfriend, Einstein.
Yes,
I was Albert Einstein. How many of y'all have actually studied the life of Albert Einstein? An amazing man, be quite honest with you. Really an amazing man. Creativity is intelligence having fun. My crafters on here. Y'all, did y'all hear that? Creativity is intelligence having fun. Could y'all imagine when God created the heavens and the earth?
Yeah.
When God created the heavens and the earth. Oh my God, think about the fun he had.
The angels were in awe.
I always said, when the God, the Father, when he created some of these stinking cute little fish that are just so, they make you laugh just seeing them. They're the weirdest looking things you've ever seen. And I've always said, God has a sense of humor. He has a sense of humor. He loved creating.
Yes, he does.
But you know what? Also, think about this. We were his last creation before he rested. Sometimes I wonder.
We're here on assignment.
Okay, but this is so interesting because this is where it gets me going. He was having a blast creating. I know. And he named every single star. Mark Twain. Okay. Well, Albert Einstein said these, but let me give you something that Mark Twain, Samuel Clemens, y'all know him, right? Mark Twain, he actually, I was talking to Stuart about how the difference between Albert Einstein and Mark Twain, you could tell that there's totally two different men, intelligent men. One still had a very unique way of looking at life in a positive way. And the other one, I think, was a little bit more cynical in it. And Albert Einstein just had an unbelievable positive outlook on life. And Mark Twain, I don't know what he went through in his life, but you could tell it was a little bit more difficult for him. Not that he wasn't a good man, but like Mark Twain, he did say, let me see here. If you tell the truth, oh, I love this. Oh my God. Y'all drill this into your children. Y'all have grandbabies. Y'all have children at home. Drill this into them. It's so powerful. This is what my mama would always tell me. And this is what I've always told my kids. If you tell the truth, you don't have to remember anything else. If you tell the truth, you don't have to remember anything. And you don't have to remember anything else that you.
And the truth is way too much fun.
And the truth will set you free.
Yes.
The truth will set you free. Einstein is one of my daughter's favorites. So several of his writings and books in your house. See, Alicia, I'm telling you. I always think of what God has created in not only the earth and people, but all the different animals of the world. I know he had a sense of humor. Amazing. Regina, he had a sense of humor. I'm telling you. Hey, Sherry, how are you doing? Hey, girl. Hey, Debbie Hoovy, my friend. But and also, let me just go over some of this because this really gets us thinking and. I mean, just having fun today, you know. Yes, this is Crafty Max. I love to do crafts. I love to be creative. Y'all know I love to be creative. But sometimes it's nice just to sit back and have a chat too. I love our Saturday afternoon chats. If you can't explain it simply, you don't understand it well enough.
What was that?
I love this. If you can't explain it simply, you don't understand it well enough.
That's right.
So in other words, dial it down, all these intellectuals, dial it down to where the normal people like me can understand it. How do y'all feel like it? Sometimes when you're signing documents to buy a house, to buy cars, even health documents, and we're not even going to get into the bills that are passed with our government. My God, 5,000 pages. But you need like an army of attorneys to understand all that stuff. But dial it down so that we understand. I mean, it's as simple as that. You taught your children the same thing about telling the truth. I know, Loretta. Yes, it's truthful. You love Saturdays. I do too, Grace. Hey, Teresa. Hey, Teresa Davenport. How are you doing? Hey, guys. You feel like I'm in Sunday school loving this. George, thank you so much. I love this, George. I love it so much. Hey, Millie Chapera, how are you doing? And my friend Cheryl Rink, you love the chats. I do too. Y'all, let's keep this going. Love this one. This is another one by Albert Einstein. Knowledge speaks, but wisdom listens.
Mm-hmm.
I love this. Knowledge speaks, but wisdom listens. Oh my gosh. I love that. So in other words, listening, you always hear people talking about listening skills.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people don't have listening skills anymore. We don't want to say, okay, I'm going to be silent for a moment and I'm going to listen to what you have to say to me. I truly want to understand what you're trying to communicate to me.
Without thinking already how to respond. You're not listening if you're thinking how to respond.
There you go.
Already.
How many of you guys have done this? And I've been guilty of this. I've been guilty of this in the past. Where when somebody's talking to me, I'm already thinking ahead of how I'm going to respond before I even listen to everything they have to say. Mm-hmm. Sometimes if we just listen until that person has finished speaking, we will probably change our answer. Or how we're going to respond to them. Is that not true? First time I've heard you say hello to my comments. Oh my gosh, really, Teresa? Oh, thank you so much for being part of the Crafty Max family, girlfriend. Listening is what makes a marriage last for years. George?
What is it? Missing?
Marriage? Okay, George says, I love this. I love George. Listening is what makes a marriage last for years. Yes, wise man.
That's right.
Wise man. You love the chats too, Lorna.
Work on those cowboy boots.
Also, the co-host. I know. I love it. People do not listen to each other. People will start talking. Yes, it's so true. Hey, Amanda, Dolphin fans. Yes, Amanda. Hey, girl. But it is. I love these kind of discussions because we get to see, and this is, friends, these kinds of things are important to do every once in a while so that we can even chat back and forth, listen to what each other has to say, because y'all even respond in comments to one another, which is so important. And we build communities by having conversations, and sometimes even conversations that are difficult to have. And this is probably not the platform for some of those conversations, unless it's more in person. I do like when my husband says, "Yes, dear."
Yes, dear.
Love that, Lisa.
Yes,
you just
dear.
had that conversation with someone. Did you, Angelina? Oh my gosh. We're having an amazing Saturday. Going to have a blessed and wonderful Easter. You too, Rachel, girlfriend.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all, tomorrow is a wonderful day to remember, isn't it? We got to remember what it's all about. It's not about the candy and the eggs, even though I love the candy.
And the little bunnies.
Oh my gosh, it's so true. It's so true. Okay, now let me go ahead. Let me see, because I got a lot. I got a lot of them here. All right. How many of y'all love to be happy? A happy man is too satisfied with the present to dwell too much on the future. A happy man is too satisfied with the present to dwell too much on the future. The future is going to take care of itself, and the reason why I'm saying the future is going to take care of itself is because what we do today is going to determine our steps for our future as well. Now, I'm not saying that you can't have dreams and you can't plan ahead, because in this day and age, we've got to plan ahead, especially with all the technologies that we have readily available to us. And even, vacations, because everybody's working now. Years and years and years ago, it was just usually one person working.
Even
usually
the
the
Lord
father.
says, do not worry about tomorrow. Tomorrow has enough troubles of its own.
Yeah.
Today has enough troubles of its own.
Right.
It's just, you don't know what tomorrow's going to bring.
That's
So
exactly
you can sure
right.
handle today.
Yep.
That's all I can handle, one day at a time.
That's y'all, that is so true. Today, like you said, brings its own troubles.
Mm-hmm.
Tomorrow, let tomorrow be. Let's deal with today. Let's find a little bit of joy in today, even when it's the hardest day of our lives, because we all have them, whether it's just
right,
losing people in our lives,
mm-hmm.
People going through sicknesses, and we're concerned about them, we're praying over them, and just different things, guys. We all have issues, we all do. And if somebody tells you that they're happy-go-lucky and they put on this front all the time, that's not true, because we're all human. We're all clothed in this flesh. We all deal with the same things. And that's why I think it's important that we show kindness every day. We got to do that, friends. Pause before we respond. Pause before we respond. Okay, 3 rules of work. I thought this was interesting. This is really good. For life, for the day you are in, I wake up every day and let God know what I'm thankful for. The little things are the best. Yes, they are, Grace. Hey, Angie, Uncle, therefore, do not worry that tomorrow, for tomorrow will worry about itself. Yes, that's exactly right, Angie. I worry about the future. Our government is taking our country. I worry about our children's future. And they're one day at a time, sweet Jesus. That is so right. Mm-hmm. But the thing is, too, and I know we're Philippians 4:6. I believe it's Philippians 4:6. Don't worry about tomorrow. Instead, pray about everything.
And everything.
Somebody look that up for me, but I think it's Philippians 4:6. Don't worry about anything. Instead, pray about everything. I'm paraphrasing, but that is so true. Oh, because they're all right. I've got to find it, because this is another one. Because that pertains to that too. Gosh, I'll come up with it. A new type of thinking is essential if mankind is to survive and move toward higher levels. Think about this, guys. Did y'all hear this one? This one is like, especially with how fast our technology is going. I calm myself about life, worldly events by reminding myself that I know how the story ends. You got that right. Too many people react too quickly instead of pausing and thinking things through. Bonnie, girlfriend, you are right. That is so true. Yesterday is gone. Tomorrow hasn't come yet. Enjoy today.
Prayers, Angie's
Yes.
Do not be anxious about anything, but everything situation.
That is it. Petition. I was paraphrasing. Do not be anxious about anything, but in every situation, by prayer and petition, with thanksgiving, present your request to God. Love it. Love it. Love it. Love it. That is Philippians 4:6. Thank you, Angie Dunkel. Yep. That's pretty much. Don't worry about anything. Instead, pray about everything. That's so true. But like this, a new type of thinking is essential if mankind is to survive and move toward higher levels. That is so more relevant now in this day and age than ever before because of our technology. We can literally, I don't know if Lynn's on here, but I have quite a few people who are across the pond, who are in Ireland, oh my gosh, just different places, Scotland. We can actually talk to each other real time, guys. And it's so important that our thinking has to change in some things. I'm not talking about the things that's rooted on the Word of God.
Right, yeah. It's like, it's not reinventing the wheel.
No.
It's thinking through different situations. Now, it's like our children have access to a computer that we never had growing up. And so we have to think, how much is that good and how much that is bad? And they got to keep that dialogue open with our children. That's just one example of how we have to keep thinking and correlating, but it's always comes down to communication. Communication.
Yep.
Communication.
That's exactly right. Angie, we should do a Bible study by the way of Google Meets or Zoom. I would love that. Y'all, if y'all would be interested, because we will do it separate from off of my Crafty Max page here. If y'all are interested in some kind of a Bible study kind of a thing, and it's going to be something similar to this, life is like riding a bicycle. To keep your balance, you must keep moving. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Yeah. I mean, that is so important. Life is like riding a bicycle. To keep your balance, you must keep moving. So in other words, don't be stagnant. You know what happens with stagnant water? Good golly.
Yeah.
It's not very good. It's not very good, right? All the knowledge in the world does not make one wise. No, it doesn't. No, it does not. You have to do something with it. Okay, what did we say about the knowledge thing? I'm telling you. It is so important. Oh, intellectual solving problems, geniuses prevent them. I love that. Oh, I love this one, y'all. This is another one by Albert Einstein. The only thing more dangerous than ignorance is arrogance. How many of y'all have met an arrogant person in your life? Have y'all met an arrogant person in your life? Hey, Carla, the girlfriend, how are you doing? Sadly, today, the tech world has allowed people to act before they think. That is so true. And you know what, Emily? Everybody wants to get their little phone. All right, this is what, y'all going to see another little side of me right now, too. This is what doesn't drive me nuts, but it drives me crazy. It just drives me nuts, guys. Drives me nuts because of these phones where we can go live anytime that we want. Don't get me wrong, I love it because this is what I'm doing right now. It's what I'm doing right now. But what happens is a lot of people, when they see something going on that they perceive as wrong. I'm not saying that it's wrong, but as they perceive as wrong, they whip their phone out and they start recording or going live with it. And then they're the commentator, right? They're telling you, oh gosh, look at this person, look at that person. But once again, they don't know what those people are going through. But we're so quick to judge. We are so quick to judge people. And friends, listen, I'm the same way. Like I said, I'm wrapped up in this flesh just like everybody else. But that's why I'm saying we got to start pausing in our lives. We've got to do it. You would love a Bible study too, Bonnie. You have a saying that I always think of, and it goes as follows: it's better to be thought a fool than to open your mouth. That is so true. Oh, you would too, Cheryl. Don't put off tomorrow what you can today, every minute of that time, as tomorrow is not promised to us. It is not, Chris. It is not, because anything could happen to us at any time. Yeah. In an hour from now, I could go get my iced coffee. I could be in an accident and I could die. And you know, I've just been sitting here an hour ago talking with everybody. You know, so none of us are promised.
No,
we are not. I mean, you know, some of us have health issues that you don't know what could happen from one minute to the next, but we need to enjoy each moment that we have to the best of our ability. Y'all, it's so important that we just spread kindness. We got to start spreading kindness to as many people as we can. We've got to start lifting this darkness off of this country, off of this world. Just because of all of the negative stuff that's going on. We don't need to go there. Tom, hey buddy, how are you doing? You have met Arrogance, Carlotta. We all have, girl.
I have met Arrogance. Oh, yeah.
Let's call it faith sharing, since we should all understand each other's faith. I love that, faith sharing. I'm going to write that down. Oh my gosh, hold on. Faith sharing. You know what? And it doesn't necessarily have to be a Bible study. It could be a faith sharing group.
Yeah, you can give your testimony. Everybody's got. They say that they overcame hell by the testimony of the saints. They overcame Satan by the testimony of the saints. There's power in your story.
Yes,
There's power in God's story that He gave you. He says, "I know the plans I have for you, to give you a future and a hope." To prosper you, not to harm you.
Yeah.
And so that's an important thing, to share who you are, what your struggles, because everybody thinks I'm the only one going through this. No, we all go through.
Yeah, we do.
This stuff, and it's part of the trial.
Linda says, I hear people, including me on your live, say I never won anything, and I think to myself, you won big time. The Lord woke you up this morning. That is a gift. That is a gift, you know, because this is the thing. We want to stay focused on what we don't have, what we don't have in life. But friends, if we can look around, there is so many things in life that we can be thankful for. Do you have at least one person in your life that you love dearly, and you know that they're for you? You love them, and you know that they love you and have your best interest at heart. That's so valuable. That's more precious than gold. More precious than gold, because gold's not going to make you happy. If gold's going to make you happy, and I'm talking money, friends. You know, you wouldn't have all these millionaires
so miserable,
or committing suicide and things like that. And you know what? Misery loves company as well. So you got to be careful with that too.
There's something about giving us our daily bread. And that's it.
That's a proverb. It's better to be thought of as a fool than to open your mouth and prove it. Yes, that is. I love proverbs. Oh my gosh. You've never done a Bible study, Emily. I'm going to see what we can do with that. And because that would be awesome. And we can keep it, you know, to even an hour as well. Hey, Wendy Rollin, how are you doing, girl? Hey, friend, Mr. Stewart. Did you know? Oh, hold on. What was that? Did you know, Judith says, that 8 million children go missing worldwide yearly? That's an unbelievable number. But yes.
That's a whole different discussion.
Oh, yeah.
If you really want to know.
Yeah, that might even
we
scare
don't want
you.
to do it today.
Money does not buy happiness. No, it does not. I'm glad that I wake up every day to spend with my family and friends. That's a blessing. Yes, it is. Hey, Deanne, guys, thank y'all for the stars. I see those stars. We are blessed to be able to be in the presence of our Lord. I thank Him all the time for all the things I have sight, hearing, ability to talk, and walk. Absolutely. Hey, Shelly Grisham, how are you doing? I love it. Love it, love it, love it. I've seen a sign at Dollar Tree, Carlotta says, to be kind. It was very large. I love that. Yeah. And I hope it wasn't BEE. I hope it was just to be kind. That is so powerful that we do that. Okay, let me see what else I have here, guys, because I'm telling you, this is just so wonderful. I'm trying to get one that's not going to be too scary for y'all. A calm and modest life brings more happiness than the pursuit of success combined with constant restlessness. Let me say that one more time, because friends, I have found myself in this position. Melissa, our crazy people at convenience stores, not today, Tom. Oh, Lord Jesus. No. I didn't even stop there. I went to Starbucks and got, all right, y'all, here's my next one. I got to pause for a moment and let y'all pause on this. Okay, I'm going to share. This is Starbucks. And I am now, y'all know I love the, at Christmas time, the holiday times, they have that pumpkin sweet cream cold brew. Well, I found the vanilla sweet cream cold brew. It's not as good, but it's still good. It's still good, friends. But I am going to go get a nice coffee after this time.
And that is our sponsor for today.
That's the sponsor. Starbucks doesn't need me to sponsor them, that's for sure. Okay, let's go back to this. A calm and modest life brings more happiness than the pursuit of success, combined with constant restlessness. How many of y'all, when you are in pursuit of success, I'm talking to the business owners here, or it doesn't matter what kind of a business that you have, when you are pursuing a successful business, Lord have mercy, are y'all restless? Are y'all restless? Can y'all sleep at night? Can y'all, I mean, we eat, sleep, and we eat, drink, and sleep this stuff, don't I, honey? Mm-hmm. And even when I go to bed, it's what's on my mind. When I wake up, it's on my mind. But a calm and modest life brings more happiness. Whew, a calm and modest life. So sometimes we can get carried away being so busy, doing so many things that we don't even have time to be calm and live that modest life. Because it does, calmness, when we're calm, it does seem to be, I don't know, we do seem to be a little bit more happier. Go work out in your garden. Go pull some weeds. Maybe that can even be kind of restless too, if you have a big, huge garden and big, huge greenhouses. But you know what? You love being outside, don't you?
Yeah.
What does being outside do for you?
It brings me peace. And then there's always that gentle whisper, look up. And then there's always the sun or the clouds and something beautiful. It's always a gentle whisper that just says, hey, look up here. I'm busy looking down all the time when you're working in the garden.
That's right. That's right. Carlotta said, pause for the cause. Carlotta, can I quote you on that, girlfriend? I love that. Pause for the cause. That is so important. When you work for another in a job, trying to promote does cause the stress. Yes, it does, Paula. We need more front porches sitting. You better believe it, Mary, and I need to use mine more. A little kindness and compassion can mean so much to someone. Oh, you never ever know. If you get angry, don't let the sun shine or sunset. Don't let the sun set on your anger. Yes, that is so true. He is sweet, isn't he, Cynthia? I love my honey. Oh my gosh, I can. Thank you so much, Carlotta. I have it written down with your name on it, girl. I have it written down with your name on it. Let me share with you a couple of the things that Mark Twain said. As I was reading through some of the stuff that Mark Twain was that some of the things that he said in his life, you can tell that he was a little bit more cynical, in my opinion anyway, than Albert Einstein was. But he did have some good things to say, obviously. He said, I am an old man and have many troubles, but most of them never happened. Did y'all hear that?
He's worried about the troubles that never really came. Yes, isn't that
Mark Twain? Y'all listen to this. This is like Philippians 4:6 again. Don't worry about anything, instead pray about everything. But he said, I am an old man and have many troubles, but most of them never happened. So we worry about things that most of the time won't even ever affect us.
Yeah. Never.
Will never affect us.
It's like we can't control.
But we still worry about
oil prices. We can't control.
What's going on?
Food prices. Other than We can plant our own garden, but sometimes you don't know what's all going to grow in your garden. That's what will really succeed that year. And so,
yeah,
just one day at a time.
Yeah, Mark Twain, he did have an inner child inside. He did. Yeah. Getting my hands in the dirt is common in anything outdoors. Watching nature and God's creation just brings peace. Yes, brings peace to the soul. That sounds like you, George. Your dad always said that. Really? Oh my gosh. But I'm telling you, we worry about things that most of the time they never happen. How many of y'all give me some examples of what has happened in your lives that you've worried about and then nothing ever really came of it, so you worried about it for no reason? Let's see how many people, because this is going to encourage some of you all, because you're going to see that everybody goes through this. We all go through this. We worry about stuff.
The year 2000, everybody thought everything was going to go blank at midnight.
Y2K, y'all remember that?
Y2K.
Why worry about the year 2000?
We've all worried about everything going 0, 0, 0.
Y2K, how many of y'all been alive that long that y'all know what Y2K is? And everybody thought, well, either the Lord was coming back or that something major, there was going to be a major reset the year 2000. And we're not even going to go into reasons why people even thought that was going to happen. But my sister was one of them. One of my sisters was one of them. And I'm telling you, and they had bunkers. I've read about people having bunkers, and you talking about stocking up on food. Now I'm going to tell y'all we're even going to mention that, but y'all need to have a little bit of extra food on your pantries, because food prices are skyrocketing. They're going to get worse according to what everybody's saying. You see all the fertilizer, all of that, even eggs. Eggs are going to be so outrageous. One of my friends told me that the eggs that they get, they're kind of expensive anyway, but they went from a little over $4 to over $9. Okay. Y'all, eggs. Y'all may want to, if y'all have some land, you may want to get some chickens, because right now you can get chicks. I mean, we're just saying, right? But oh my Lord, it's so crazy what's going on right now. I got a big scare about a mass in my lung, and it was big, but now it's shrinking, and it was because, see, Lisa, see, there's a difference, I think, about worrying about something and being concerned. There is a difference in being concerned and worried. You remember the world going to end in 2000? I know, George. It's the craziest thing. Teresa, eggs are already up in Boston. You are getting chickens, Paula. Girl, that's a good thing. After my car accident in 2019, I didn't drive for 2 years. My daughter broke her foot, and I was now forced to drive. I'm doing fine, but it is so true, Loretta. When you're in an car accident, yes, like plane, like being on a plane. If they have bad turbulence where you think the plane's going to crash, you don't want to fly ever again either. You had to work overtime in your IT job. Hey, Beth, how are you doing, girl? Oh my gosh. So glad I caught you live. I spend every day in my garden. Brings me so much peace. Bernie, I'm telling you, it's so true. The bird flu had a lot to do with prices of eggs. Yes, it does. The Asian flu, the bird, is it called bird?
Well, it's a lot. It's not just the bird flu, but it's also what the birds eat, feed, and all this. It's a lot of things that's going to be difficult to have.
Tom, he's so funny. He goes, "Hi, everyone. I'm on Facebook now." We're not going to forget our YouTubers over here. No, we're not. They were around $4. Yep, it is so true, guys. Hey, Leona, how are you doing, girl? Hey, Diana Zeller. Hey, my friend. Hey, Jenny Shockey, how are you doing? Guys, okay, let me read another one. I love this one, okay? And this is another Mark Twain quote. Courage is resistance to fear. Mastery of fear, not absence of fear. Ooh, y'all, that's powerful stuff. Courage is resistance to fear, mastery of fear, not absence of fear. We have fear. It's normal to be fearful of things.
It's part of our DNA. It's like our blood. It's just, it says, hey, caution.
Right. Right,
fear,
but
cautious.
mastery of that fear. It doesn't mean there's going to be the absence of that fear, but we are mastering whatever we are fearful of in our life. What that basically is saying, we're taking control of that fear, and we're not going to let it paralyze us anymore. Because, just like even in businesses, fear of failure will paralyze you from even trying. And, that's sad because there's a lot of talented people out there that we need to see what you guys do. First Easter didn't color eggs because of the high price. Oh, first, really, Teresa? Girl, if you're having troubles, worry. Oh, gosh, my thingy there. Set her today when you go to bed and are blessed to wake up in the morning. That is so true, Rachel Hogan. So true. I stay on YouTube so the scammers will leave me alone. Oh, guys, Beth. Melissa's lives attracts them. You better scammers, y'all better not be on here. Happy Easter to you too, Denise. Happy Easter, guys. My husband said a Bible study would be appreciated so many ways, by so many. Mitzi, I'm going to have that. I think I'm going to call it faith sharing. I love that. And I'm going to see if my daughter wants to be involved with that, because my daughter, Ashley, she has been wanting to do a Bible study for years. And she actually had one years ago in West Virginia. But when she moved here to North Carolina, really hasn't found people who are really interested in it. And she's, in her early 30s. I'm sure she would probably want to be involved with that. I think it would be good. Happy Easter to you too, Shelly. Hey, girlfriend. That would be nice. There you go. All right, let's see here. Oh, I love this one. Y'all, how many of y'all heard me say kindness? Spread kindness everywhere you can. Kindness is a language which the deaf can hear and the blind can see. Gosh darn, isn't that just the sweetest thing? Kindness is a language which the deaf can hear and the blind can see. Wow. I love that. The power of kindness is so important. It's almost like that human touch. You always talk about that human touch.
Touch is so needed.
Yep. You have been German for 3 years.
If you learn sign language, you can probably speak any language in the world. You could speak to anybody if they knew sign language.
Is sign language universal?
Oh, yeah. Very universal. All the way across.
Wow.
It's a beautiful thing. It really is.
And you're not saying a word.
Yep.
You're just signing.
That's right.
Maybe I need to learn sign language.
A large part of that.
That's what I need to learn sign language. I like this one too, guys. The man who does not read has no advantage over the man who cannot read.
That's so true.
The man who does not read has no advantage over the man who cannot read. So if you can read, y'all, if you can read, you have the ability to obtain knowledge. Knowledge is powerful, but you have to be able to do something with that knowledge.
Put it into practice.
Put it into practice. Faith sharing is beautiful. I love it, Mitzi. I love that. Mom said people don't have to be kind. Who said that? Oh, people need to be kind. George? You and I are going to talk. George is an enemy? Is that what you said?
What's that?
Did you say George is an enemy?
No. I didn't say anything. I said, George, he's still working on the cowboy boots.
I didn't know that, Brenda. I didn't know that about sign language, universal language. Yep. Absolutely love that. In that case, I think we should all learn sign language. I really do. Thank you so much for those stars. I appreciate that. Trina. Hey, Martha. Let's see here. Oh, I love this one. Y'all, this is me. This is me. Because y'all know I can hardly remember anything, right? I keep saying that my computer brain is so full that I have to selectively delete information so I never remember it. I have to do it. Loretta, Lorna says, me too. I haven't driven for 3 years now due to my right knee issues. I will be scared when I drive again. That's kind of hard. All right. Okay, who said this one? Now, this is another one from Albert Einstein. Never memorize something you can look up. Of course, Albert Einstein, he died in 1955, didn't he? I have it written down somewhere. He lived 1879 to 1955. So this is before, of course, there's computers in every home and all of that stuff.
Imagine if you had that access.
Never memorize something you can look up. Y'all, we can look up just about everything. Anything, knowledge is at our fingertips because of the internet. It is a powerful time, an exciting time to be alive because of what we can do. Google everything. Ancient Uncle says, "Yeah, Google." How? Why do I say that? Just Google it. How?
Yeah.
That's a saying now. Oh, I'll just Google it. Or we tell people, just Google it.
And knowledge will increase in those days.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's what the Word of God says. Sure does. Your 4-year-old great-grandson is autistic, and in his pre-K D class, they teach him sign language. Love that, Sherry Perry. My mom used to say, if you put your troubles in a hat with everyone else, you would be the first to take your own back. As a 20-year-old, it didn't make sense, but as a 56-year-old woman, it smacks you in the face. Yes, it does, Valerie, girl. Yes, it does. But we could lose the internet anytime. Pam, yes, we can. That's why I have a lot of books. Think about this. I am a professional canner. I'm a professional preservationist of food for my family, okay? I love to can. And you can look anything up. You can Google anything on how to can green beans, how to can meats, how to can any vegetable, any kind of jams and jellies. But like you said, if the internet goes down, then you want a book. You better know how to read, right? You better know how to read. You have to have an understanding of what you're reading. I have books like you won't believe. I have books, so many canning books, so many herbs books, medicinal books, you name it, I got it. And I know how to read it and use them. Leave your troubles at the doorstep. I love that one. Leave your troubles at the doorstep. Thank you, Rachel Hogan. Hey, Susan LeBlanc, how are you doing, girl? Your brother was deaf. We did not do sign language with him. We just spoke to him and he understood what we could say. I love that. Yeah. I love that. Hey there, Lorena in rainy Pittsburgh. Gosh, girl, it was supposed to rain all day today, too. I don't know what happened. It's overcast, though. You bought all kinds of canning books. Thanks to you. Linda, it is so important that you do have the books as well. God forbid, we don't know what the heck's going to happen. Sign language and civics should be taught in all schools. I agree with that.
I would say yes. Because you can, if you go to another country, and if everybody was learning that, you can make your way through the town.
Yes.
You don't need to speak the language, even though now our smartphones can interpret.
Hey, girlfriend, how you doing? Hey, Terry, how are you doing? Guys, this is a little bit of a different live. We're just having a chat. Okay, let me see what this is. This was kind of interesting. This is when I was thinking that Mark Twain, there was a side to him, that was kind of cynical. Such is the human race. Often it does seem such a pity that Noah didn't miss the boat.
I think there was more on that boat than what was Noah and his family. That's all.
Can y'all believe that Mark Twain said it? Such is the human race. Often it does not seem such a pity that Noah didn't miss the boat. I'm like, you know what? What did he see back in his day too? Because he died in 1910. He was born in 1835, died in 1910. And what did he see in his life that caused him to even think that way? There's nothing new under the sun. Technology just has advanced.
I think that was his response to criticism.
You think that's what it was too? Mm-hmm. Yeah, you just don't know.
Because he wrote books and people would criticize, and it's a great sarcastic.
Reading is fundamental, Rachel. Oh, gosh, girl. Different countries use different signs for their language. Oh, is it? Dang it. Well, this is why don't we have a universal sign language?
I was taught from my, because I was hard of hearing, that there was universal, but I stand corrected. But it makes no sense. A fruit is apple, orange. Why can't it all be the same?
Yeah.
Movement. I don't understand this.
Well, you know what? But that doesn't mean that there couldn't be a universal sign language. That would be, because a lot of us like me, y'all, I can't learn another language to save myself.
No.
I can't roll R's. I tried to learn Spanish in school back then, and I could never be a linguist. Never could. And I really admire those who can speak 2, 3, 4 languages. Oh my God. I would love to be one of those people, but I can't. I have tons of books. I read a lot. I have anxiety, depression. I've had it for 30 years. Makes it hard for me to comprehend things sometimes. I feel like I'm a kind and loving person. It is hard to get my joy back. I'm thankful for all God's helped me with. Oh, that is so true. Lily, girlfriend, surround yourself with those people that help you through those times too. But just remember, on the flip side of that, you can help other people. Because I think sometimes when we are in those dark, deep places, that once we start helping others, we're not so focused on us then. And I think sometimes that joy starts bubbling up inside of us, because there is something about helping each other, about that kindness that we show to one another. Your husband, bless his heart, always asks me, how do you always see things in goodness? And I told him, because I choose to. I repeated again, I choose to. And he teared up and said, I love you. Oh, gosh, that was the week before his death. Oh, Lord. Catherine, I'm tearing up just reading that.
I think if we had to pass one law for newscasters, it's say for every one bad story, they have to have one good story.
Oh, y'all, wouldn't that be amazing?
You, that would change. It would change, because you bring back the hope in humanity. That we are made in God's image. We're here for a purpose. I know the plans I have for you. It goes all the way. Each one of you is precious to God.
Yeah.
Each one of us.
That is so true.
We're here on assignment until he takes us home.
One good story, Angie. I'm telling you, girl.
One good story.
Don't let nothing or no one take your joy away. It is so true. Teresa says she was the same way. She couldn't learn French or Spanish. Oh my God, it was just awful. Michelle, I heard about Bruce Willis too. My heart goes out to your dad. Don't let nothing or no one take your joy away. And that is something that we've got to fight for, guys. If we have our joy, we can spread that kindness. We can spread it around. We can. And have you ever just gone to somebody and helped them with something, if you saw them struggling with something, whether it's something physical or financial or something like that, and all of a sudden you see that little spark within them just rise up, and you just see it. And it's like, my gosh, if everybody, think about this. If everybody, not even everybody, if 50% of the people on this planet, only 50%, did something nice for one person a day, gosh, could you imagine what the world would be like?
Yeah, I mean, it's different when I'm going to pay for that person drink behind me, or you're standing in line and there's a little old lady and you could see, or oh man, they're digging in their purse and they don't have enough. So you say, "Can I get that for you?" It means a lot because sometimes that's all, and you're going to see more and more of that. They just don't have it.
Yeah.
Some people don't have. They keep the interest, our government.
Yeah.
Anyhow.
Beth Twain did live through the Civil War and was a progressive thinker. That's what did get him in deep water. I'm telling you. You was raised by the most caring parents, and you learned well and helped your kids and grandkids. That's what makes us who we are. That is so true. That is so true. Sorry, guys. I had somebody text me. I don't know who that was. Always give your smiles away. They will be returned to you. I know they will. I have 2 neighbors in their 80s that I'm always helping. Stuart's always so good about helping people as well. But your dad and mom was that way too, weren't they?
My dad and mom was in the restaurant business, and dad said after you feed them, you go out and greet them and see how Betty, how Sue, how Frank, and you care about this community.
And he was well loved, wasn't he?
Oh yes, he was. Well loved, very well loved man.
Yep, very well loved. I'm telling you, Stuart is right. I've been in both shoes. I know it takes more energy to be unkind, and your return is only negative. My motto, Pam says, is to bring joy to everyone I am engaged with. Love that. I absolutely love that. Tom, everyone, please keep Tom in your prayers. He's going to be moving next month. Oh Lord, Tom. I understand because I have moved so much. And I'm glad to be planted here where we have been now for almost 5 years. Or what it is 5 years now.
Yeah.
Oh, it's such a wonderful time. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and see what's the next one thing here that I'm going to say to you all. Let's see here. I don't go through all of them. Oh, I love this one. And this is one that Mark Twain did. Keep away from people who try to belittle your ambitions. I'm talking to my business people, or not even business people, just even if you just want to do something in life, you have a big dream. I always say dream big, dream big. Keep away from people who try to belittle your ambitions. Small people always do that, but the really great make you feel that you too can become great.
That's right.
Oh, I love that. Hey, Vicki, how are you doing? May your faith be greater than your fears.
The most important people are the 5 people in your life that brings positive.
Did y'all hear that?
Positive, your leaders, your peers. Somebody that says, hey, how's that project going? Instead of, oh, you can't do that. There's a bunch of people out there like that. I don't have anybody in my life
that's a good point.
Thinks like that. No, it's always got to be somebody that's positive.
That's a good point, because you said the majority, most of the time they say that 5 people in your life, the most closest to you, the 5 people that's closest to you in your life has the most influence on you, whether that be good or whether that be bad. So choose your people carefully. Choose your peeps carefully. Whoever those 5 people or 10 people are in your life, they say it's usually 5 people or less that has the most influence, whether that be your parents, depending on your age, your co-workers, depending on where you work, your spouses, who we influence too, it goes the same way. But we got to be careful who we're hanging around with, people. If you're hanging around with people who are negative all the time, we probably want to change who we're hanging around with, because I can't handle that.
I love if I had parents that were
choose your tribe,
negative and stuff, it would be a very difficult time. They would never think you. I mean, to me, I moved away from my hometown because a lot of people. I was a troublemaker. Yes, I was. So I couldn't outlive it there, so I had to come here. I just pranked and fun growing up in the 60s and 70s. So,
gosh, Valerie, I'm praying for you, girl. The thought of even losing your home is unimaginable. Ask for discernment from evil people and negative people. And that is so true.
Very good.
How many times?
Choose your tribe.
Yeah, choose your tribe. That is so important, Beth. And we've said that before too. Choose your people wisely. Dina, it's so true, girlfriend. And Valerie, we will be praying for you, girl. Prayer. We all need prayer, don't we? Hey, Colleen, how are you doing? But yeah, or if you're Scottish, choose your clan.
Clan.
We have some Scottish people on here.
Right.
Our past make us who we are today. That's why Anita just said our past make us who we are today. So that's why it's so important. What we do today is our past. What we do today determines the steps to our future. What we do today is the most powerful thing that you can do in your life. Y'all hear that? What you do today is the most powerful thing that you can do for your life, because that is your past. Our past make us who we are. Well, guess what? What we do today is going to help determine our future as well. So you got to remember that. It is important. Spread kindness. So true. That's what is great growing up years ago. People in the cities don't walk by each other on the street and say hello. But when I grew up, my parents were so kind and giving people. See, you are so blessed. Oh, you were so blessed. Hey, Linda Harris Hicks, learn from your past. It will make you stronger. This is what I say about the past, guys. it's like a car. You're driving in your car and you're looking forward. That's your future, right? You're in your car driving. That's the present. When you're looking in that rear view mirror, that's your past. You don't look in that rear view mirror all the time when you're there in your present trying to move forward. It doesn't work. You're going to crash. So think about that analogy. Don't be looking in that past too much because it's going to keep you there. It's going to keep you bound. You just want to glance there to see what happened, okay? Or see what, even see how it affected you. Because, when you're looking in that rear view mirror, you're going to see if something's coming up. So if something in your past is going to affect you. But what you're doing right now, you can correct that course. Yeah. You can correct the course. So correcting that course in your present will determine your future. Choose wisely, guys. Choose wisely what you do today. But do something that's going to make you happy, something that's going to be relevant and help others too, because you can't go wrong when you do things that helps people. No. Not just ourselves, but helps people. I'm telling you guys, it's so important that we do these things today. I hate when you walk and they look at you, I smile and speak to everyone. I know it's like people have blinders on. They don't even want to talk to anybody anymore. Well, that could be fearful.
God forgave you after you created teenagers. You should say to everyone else. Yes.
Oh, Lord, yeah, teenagers. Okay. If y'all have children and they're teenagers right now, God bless y'all. God bless y'all. We've been there. We've done that. Yep. And we're so thankful that we don't have to deal with that now, but because we can spoil the grandbabies. We can spoil the grandbabies and hand them back over. now I understand my mother. Now I understand my mother. She didn't want me to spank my babies, Not that they got spanked very often. You can see where you've been, look forward to where you're going. That is so true. That is so true. Lord, people won't even look at you anymore. I know, Penny. The devil reminds us who we used to be. God tells us who we are today. We are his. I love that, Karen. Yes, that is so true. All right, guys, we're going to go ahead and get off here. I've been on here, gosh, I think over an hour. Yeah, I think we've been on here over an hour, guys. But I really appreciate each and every one of you coming here on Facebook land, YouTube land, Facebook. And it's really kind of nice being able to share on both medias here, because I have people on Facebook who's not on YouTube and peeps who's on YouTube that's not on Facebook. So it's good that, I'm not eliminated, because I felt kind of bad that I was doing one or the other. So it's kind of nice that I'm able to do both. I always say if I knew then what I know now, I would have done things differently. That is so true, Lorna. It is so true. But you know what? I wouldn't change those steps in my life and the decisions that I made in my life because of where I am today and the person that I am today. Now, if I was a different person, say that I wasn't a happy person or I just made so many bad decisions, but hopefully there would be somebody in my life that God was sending my life to help me get through or help me change my thinking. Y'all have heard about stinking thinking, right? That stinking thinking can get you in trouble, and sometimes we don't know we have it. Sometimes we don't know we have it. That's why we have to pray that God sends people our way that'll speak truth into our life, and that we'll hear it. Y'all, if I don't see y'all later, I will be going live later to do something fun, something crafty, guys. And I will be live tomorrow evening at 7:00 to do my Sunday night hangout. We're going to do releasing of the new signs and also giveaways, guys. Y'all don't want to miss that. So y'all want to be a part of that, okay? Always keep learning. Stinker in your thinker. Alice. Oh my gosh. Happy Easter, everybody. Leave your past behind. Your past is gone, done, finished. You cannot change it. I love that. I love that. You are so welcome, Wanda. It's good to see you on here, girlfriend. Y'all have a blessed day, and I will be seeing you all soon. Bye, YouTube. Howard. Bye, guys. Thank you guys for being on here.